Them
I'm
allergies.
okay. I am okay. Shut up.
Meanwhile, on the Twitter feed, Vic says, "Who the fuck does this?" and links to a BuzzFeed post that says, "YouTuber Lauren Love pranked Walmart employees by pretending to be an executive and telling them they were fired. One of the women she targeted cried and later told local news that she needs her job to pay for her husband's medical bills, saying, and quote, 'I felt so powerless.'" I agree, Vic. Who the fuck does that? That's mean as fuck.
That's one of those moves where you just need to get the fuck out of here. Well, before we get on stream, did you hear about all that wacky nonsense?
Well, stream is live, but...
Oh, fuck. I can't say it then.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. Now I'm going to be wondering what wacky nonsense is all the way through the stream.
Hmm?
Now I'm going to be wondering what the wacky nonsense is all the way through the stream.
Oh, well, let's see. Where do I start? You know who Ankita is? Akita? That one reaction dude on YouTube?
No. Can't say I do.
Is the name not familiar?
Aikida? No.
Well, since you don't know who he is, he got arrested.
Oh?
Apparently he had a mental breakdown.
Oh, well, that's not good.
On Instagram. Live.
Huh.
Man, yo, everybody going crazy. Nothing. Just talking about stuff on the internet, ma.
Some crazy YouTuber.
It's weird. Got him.
All the internet is going crazy, and here I am piling pebbles.
I love how you're still in your retirement outfit.
I'm gonna be for a while. Like I said, one of the perks of the Maelstrom retirement package, I don't have to be in uniform.
Fuck you.
Well, you don't have to be in uniform either. It just works for your arena fighting thing. Actually, I don't know if that's true. Would the Immortal Flames require you to be in uniform even though you're retired?
I don't think so.
Probably not. Hey, Yugman, how's it going?
Hey, Yugman.
You are just in time for us to get started. As soon as this music plays out, we will get started. I've just realized that I'm in the wrong spot. I mean, I'm close in proximity to the shenanigans that's going to occur over the course of today because I'm in Horizon, the closest sanctuary to the Hildebrand quests, or where they currently are. But I also realized that we have more pressing matters to go take care of. We gotta go check in on the Amalja and the Sylphs, because as you can see right here, I have them maxed out at rank 3, so in a moment they will be maxed out until the Allied quests. Which is pretty good, if I do say so myself. I made that work out pretty well. So we're gonna go capitalize on that. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, the stream edition. Last time, we started our retirement off with a bang by starting up the Hildebrand quest line from A Realm Reborn. And today, after we do the Beast Tribe quest I was just talking about, we're going to continue with those. First, I have to pop on over to Little Alamigo to do an Amalja quest, and then I have to pop on over to the East Shroud to do a Sylph quest. And then we'll be back to Horizon to go from there. So that's the plan. Takes us from there. Nice drive in the desert at night. It's got to be a lot cooler in the desert, though. Like, you think about the fact that one of the weather conditions here that's pretty common, it's not just sun, it's heat wave. It's like, I can't even imagine walking around in the desert here. It's got to be murder. Can't even walk around with less clothes on because it's like, you just get burnt to a crisp. It sucks. Makes me wish that I had a sunroof for the regalia there, but that's okay. Anyway, Yadavga has the new quest for us, Martial Perfection. I should probably do this on Monk since, you know, it gives experience and I can't get experience with Blue Mage anymore, so... Yeah, why are you agitated? What did you... Oh, that's why you're agitated, okay. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, yeah, if she's riding over there, she's gonna need some backup, so let's give her some backup then. Hamujga. It appears that Lunga has gone off on her own to do some randomness.
Probably murder.
Yeah, most likely murder. Or try, anyway, and probably die trying.
What is up with warriors and trying to die heroically right as their character development starts?
Okay, well that's not... I mean, I get that those are your traditions and everything, but I suppose I'm not bound by your traditions.
So what I'm trying to say is, fuck your traditions.
No, I appreciate the Brotherhood of Ashes traditions. I just don't necessarily follow them myself, so I could always go rescue her.
Amishi.
Yeah, that was exactly my thinking, Yadavga, so that's what I'm gonna go do. Let's head to Zaharak and see if we can't talk some sense into Lunga here. She didn't even bring her battle drake. What the hell is this lady thinking?
She's on some shit, man.
Xena, you need to slow your roll a little bit. I know she had no intention of ever taking my help, but she's forced my hand. This is not exactly fitting battle music, I'll tell you that much. I could, you know, turn off the car music, but that's okay. It's not wholly... See, there you go, that's a little better with the Fate music. It's not really that terrible of a thing, you know. Oh,
Yes,
Colonel. Colonel has given me a message, but I can't check because I'm driving, so... Lunga, I appreciate your hiding place because they wouldn't think to check in the water since their affinity is to fire, but what are you doing? Okay, you're not hiding, you're just shouting in a river. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I'm aware you said you don't need help, but you're not gonna sit here and die just because you feel like you can avenge somebody.
I thought the whole point of avenging somebody was to live to see the person died.
Oh,
so
wow.
that way you could hover over their grave and plant your weapon in their grave and say, "You have been avenged," and then disappear off into the sunset.
I don't have a weapon to put in her grave. I'm a monk.
You have punching fists.
What am I gonna do? Pop one of my fists off and stick it in the ground? Luke Skywalker, that shit.
Warrior.
Luke Skywalker, that shit. Just get a prosthetic hand. Then all I'd need to do is pick up Samurai and we'd be playing Sekiro. Anyway, so Munab Cha, who is the Flame Fang's second in command, has the key to the cage she wants us to unlock. Where did she... That's a neat trick. I wish I knew that trick. I mean, I can do that trick because I can use stealth as a botanist and as a miner, but I can't quite do that trick. Anyway, let's just walk on past all these guys. I could go on the Regalia, but it's fine. Let's listen to the Zaharak music while we can.
Motherfucker.
And then let's unlock this cage. Man, that guy's jacked. Their fortune tellers must be on a crazy regimen for like a crazy diet or something.
They're on the protein brigade.
Pretty much. I mean, they're all on the protein brigade, but these guys must get the lion's share. Let's see. Where is Monapcha? Ah, there he is. Come here, you! Oh, he's actually remotely tanky. What gives you the need to make the chocobo noise every time you use it?
I don't know.
Just like what in your brain drives you to do that automatically?
I want to become better at whistling, I guess.
You gotta learn to force air out of your wet lips.
That's what I'm doing whenever I make the chocobo whistle.
That's not big at all what whistling is. You're pressing. What you're doing is you're pressing your tongue against your teeth and letting air whoosh by. You don't use your teeth when you whistle. So.
True. I mean, shit.
All right, let's get this cage open. I wonder who's inside.
I guess somewhere deep in my heart, something wills me forward to just like eventually one day learn how to get through all of Windfang from Yasha's theme while whistling. Listen, I have never heard whistling be more amazing.
Wonder if this Mikote is part of the U tribe. Are you all right? Your little loon? Oh, she thinks this rock is her. And she's tempered. This is gonna go very poorly when Lunga gets here. Speak of the devil. Alive is a strong word, Lunga.
You know what legitimately surprises me about these Beast Tribe quests?
What?
That a lot of them don't end up with you going after the Primal in some way, shape, or form. Seems like most, if not all, of the problems are caused by tempered assholes.
Zagazte in the flesh. Time for payback, Lunga?
Time to stab.
Yeah, I can see that. I wouldn't say it's magnificent to rob someone of their will. Where the hell does he think he's going?
Anywhere but there, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the beacons. The beacons in Zaharak are the source of their firepower, so if I can destroy them, that will help her to stop him from using them. So, let's go have a look around for some beacons. And her mom is just going to stay there forever. She's kind of completely out of it, so let's just leave her be. Get out of here.
And you get tempered. And you get tempered. And you...
I mean, that's what the Flamefangs are trying to do. I gotta say, I'm not really used to the riddles yet, because Riddle of Wind allows me to use a second tackle, I think, immediately. So it's not something I'm used to just yet. Might be. Yeah, that is what I'm looking for. And Billy the Kid over here is about to end its existence.
About to end this man's whole career.
Do I have to wait for it to respawn now? Let me see. I have to destroy beacons, so I have to destroy 3. So let's go find another Ifrit's beacon. While Slugshot McGee over here tries to do the same. I mean, I probably honestly should have gone and done... Aha, here we go. Let's see Slugshot McGee get to this one before I get to it. There we go. One more to go. I was going to say, I probably honestly should have gone and done the Sylph quests first, but, well, in the last daily quest, the Sylphs were hitting on me because they were all high on milk root, so to say it put me off a little bit is an understatement.
What?
Yeah, they were all hitting on me because they were high on milk root.
Oh my god, that's wonderful. I hate it, but I love it.
Okay, that gets rid of that. Let's go join Lunga in her crusade against Zagos Te.
This chick really is trying to Deus Vault the shit out of these Emulja.
She's trying. She doesn't have the armor or the sword and shield for it, though. Oh, and
nobody
she's,
depends on the Paladins Guild anymore.
And she's waist deep in a fate here, so that's great. Let's wait for her to get here. Unless I'm also waiting for an Amalja to get here. We'll find out. That sounds bad. I should probably go find Lunga. Oh, she's all the way up there.
You got this, Jimmy.
I'm not a Dragoon. Shoot him! Shoot him! No, don't. You're supposed to dodge the fireball and then shoot. I mean, that works, but... That would be because... Yeah, I took care of those. Get him, Xena!
DPS mode. Stab the shit out of him.
There is no mercy for the damned Zagos Te.
Almost kill them all.
Oh, jeez. I wouldn't turn my back on him. Yeah. That'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Nice throw.
Yeah.
Ah. I kind of figured someone was going to come help us. And it appears the war leader has come to help us, yeah.
What an absolute unit.
Sometimes it's okay to break traditions. Especially to weed out some bad apples like Zagos Te. I don't know that they broke tradition, though. I think they just had a vendetta against him. I was so happy for you, I threw this dagger in celebration. It's too bad he was in the way of it. It's pretty much exactly what he said.
One of these days during one of these Emulja quests, you're just gonna beat the crap out of some tribe leader that's really evil and shit, and then one of the Emulja that you're working for is just gonna walk up, having not been a part of the quest at all, and just dump a cup of cold water on his face as he's dying.
Oh my god.
The disrespect would be beautiful.
Looks like Lunga got what she wanted, though.
It's like spiking somebody in Super Smash Bros. You just don't do it unless your opponent's an asshole.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Or if you're trying to hard flex on somebody.
Well, that takes care of that. And I think once we go back to the Brotherhood of Ashes ring there, we'll be done with the Amalja quests up until the Allied quests, so...
Nice.
Which we cannot do just yet, because we gotta go do the Kobold and the Sahagin quest, but we'll be saving those until after our break, so...
I love how you conveniently save the 2 beast tribes I'm doing until after the break.
Gives you a chance to do the ones I'm doing. So you can do the Allied Beast Tribe quest with me. Yugman said that they're some of the best quests out there, and I mean, it would make sense. They'd have to be pretty good to be a just reward for you doing all of the Beast Tribe quests, so... Of course, that also means you have to do the Exile quest, which means you'll have to keep leveling Culinarian eventually.
Fuck.
But, on the plus side, I can get you Papados now.
Yeah.
Still one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, just excluded from your guild. Like, who doesn't have potatoes to cook with? Well, anyway. Hamujga, it looks like all's well that ends well. Yeah, we rooted out the base of the problem, it seems like. I mean, they'll still be there, but not in nearly as much force. Right, exactly. I don't know about the peak of perfection. Something tells me I've got a lot to learn there, Hamujga, especially with Shadowbringers on the horizon. They're about to increase my level cap, and I'm not even at the Stormblood cap yet. Well, I appreciate it, because I have appreciated my time with you guys, so... Oh, okay. So, do you think she'll ever recover, Xena, or...? Yeah, maybe. Maybe she will. Oh, what do you need from me now? She's given me her begrudged respect. Great. Oh, okay. Maybe not so begrudged. She took her mask off. I don't know. I've seen the wooden mask for so long, I guess I didn't expect a woman to be behind it.
Jesus Christ, Jimmy.
I good luck with that one, war leader. I agree wholeheartedly. Okay, that takes care of that. Oh, that's right, I do have to go back to the Hall of Flames. I was like, wait a minute, where else do I have to go? But that's right, you have to kind of... We did come out here because Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames told us to, so let's go report on that, and then we'll be good to go. Okay. Back to Cole's new home. The Hall of Flames.
Alright. Begrudgingly, I made it to level 15 on the next class I'm working on. Half a level to go until I can start doing roulettes.
Yeah. Well, I did the best I could, Commander. I sure hope so. Okay, I will. Till the Allied Beast Tribe quests come up, I'll try to enjoy this brief respite. Quest complete.
Nice.
And we are now trusted by the Brotherhood of Ash. We get new stuff available there. I'm now a real bad Ash, according to the achievements. And, yeah, they're maxed out now. So if you look over here, yeah, see? Nothing available to be gained from Trusted. So the Ixal go up to Sworn, but that was a thing that they implemented in a later patch. So what will happen is once I get done with the Sylph quest in a minute, and then the Kobold and Sahagan quests later down the line, we will then gain access to Allied Beast Tribe quests. I think from our Grand Company, if I remember right. And, we can go do those, and then all of them will be rank 9, which is Allied, So without further ado, yeah, let's go, I'm trying to think if I should go to the airship landing and then teleport to the Shroud. I think that's what we'll do. Since I had to come back to Ul'dah anyway, I might as well. Think you remember them having a cool title. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll check them out once we get to that point. It's going to be a little while, but definitely check them out. Of course, here's the thing about this, is that even with me implementing, I'm pretty sure since there were no arguments for or against how I have plans to implement the new stream suggestions list, if people really want to see 14, they can always stick it on the stream suggestions list, and then it might get done faster than I would do it otherwise. I'm not trying to push anybody into doing something like that. I'm just saying it is an option. If they're going to do that, though, I would wait to do it until after. I'm giving everybody a grace period on the stream suggestions list. Like, I'm going to do some, after this is done and X6 is done, I'm going to do some spring cleaning, because there's a couple of quests that are a couple of streams that I can do, like, one stream things to finish up on. Like Chrono Trigger, I got to do some bonus dungeon stuff. That'll take, like, one stream. Metal Gear Rising, I want to do a Revengeance boss rush, but that'll take one stream. So once those are done, I'll be
Hopefully
playing.
we'll take one stream.
No, I'm only going to do it one stream, and I'm going to see how far I can get, having not really practiced it all that much. So, if I get it done, then I get it done. If I don't, then I don't. But, yeah, after those are done, I'm going to pick a game to play. And then Cole's suggestion will be played, which
came in the mail today.
Yeah, which is Yakuza 0. And then the suggestion that Fallen Phantom made for Champions Return to Arms will probably get played, and by that I mean I'll be playing Champions of North instead, because it's not very easy to record off of my normal PS2 there with my current recording software, so I was thinking I'd do it on emulator. But in that case, I'd only be able to play single player. So instead of playing a New Game Plus thing on Champions Return to Arms, I may just do a regular old Champions of North instead. We will see.
Even though we had a lot of plans to do the multiplayer Champions thing, the second run through, there was a lot of planning behind that.
Mm-hmm. But if we were to plan to do that, the plan was basically because Steve's and my characters died at the end of Champions, the first playthrough of Champions in canon. So we were planning on introducing 2 new characters, and then instead of doing a good playthrough like we did originally, we were going to do an evil side playthrough this time. It may still come to pass. I'm not opposed to the idea, but if that was the case, Steve and I would have to train up these 2 new characters, and that might take a little while. So it's not likely to happen. We may come up with some BS reason, and it's also not likely to happen because here's the problem, is that, you know, Cole can sometimes play and sometimes not. Like, it's okay for 14 if Cole's not playing, because then I can just go off and do a couple things on my own. For that particular playthrough, all 3 of us would need to be available 4 days a week at 4:30, and that's really implausible at the moment. So, especially with the fact that I'm going to be looking for a job pretty soon again. So
it's not implausible right now because I'm still waiting on call from my job, and you're not.
But by the time we actually get to that playthrough, it will be, because that'll be like July, and you'll be in the middle of your job, and Steve will be in the middle of his job, and I may be employed again by then. So it's like, It's rough. It's looking rough, but if it doesn't end up coming to pass, then I'll just do Champions of North instead. So, I think you mentioned I was interested in streaming Mass Effect 2. It's pretty much your pick. Yes, I am interested in streaming Mass Effect 2 again. I still do have a recap video from my Mass Effect 1 playthrough, so I will probably go through that on a stream before I play Mass Effect 2. And I'm not sure when that's going to happen. It might happen soon. It might happen in a little bit. I'm not really sure yet. I'll figure that out in the future. But yeah, streaming PS2 games off of a PS2 is a nightmare. It definitely is. I had a Roxio that I used previously for it, but I think that thing's almost bit the dust. I've got an Elgato currently, and it really doesn't like the PS2 at all. So.
You know, I yelled at you for getting that Elgato because your Roxio was working fine.
It sort of was. At the time, it was sort of on its last legs when I got the Elgato, because it was like,
It didn't seem like it was on its last legs, but it was.
It was, yeah. And it all went to shit. Anyway.
You know, something deep down in my heart hopes that by the end of these quests for this new job I'm taking for DPS, that I get to viciously murder this guy.
Well, you're
Let me
doing
explain his
the
entire character thing.
you're-
He thinks the entire guild is full of cowards. He's an edgelord that's all by himself and has been putting me in variously dangerous situations
well, you're doing
in
the
order to prove my courage.
you're doing the class quests currently, right? Not the job quests. Like the job quests start at 30, right? Okay, so probably by the time you get to 30, you'll see the end of his character arc, because that's usually how it goes with the class
No, the
quests.
thing is, like, he has absolutely zero character depth whatsoever. His entire thing is basically, you're all pansies, I'm the only good Lancer ever. Oh, hey, look, somebody new, I better put them through hell and heaven to see if they're actually worthy, even though my opinion means nothing, because I'm some random asshole who's probably going to end up getting stabbed by the guild.
What if he becomes a redeemable character by the end of the...
I challenge the game to make me think he's redeemable, considering the fact that he has kidnapped 3 of my guild members and forced me to murder wolves to guarantee their safety. Twice!
Oh boy. Yeah, I like the Elgato a lot more myself as well, Yugman. It's just easier, really, from what I've seen. It's easier to use than the Roxy. Like, the Roxio's software crashed my computer a hell of a lot when I was using it, especially towards the end of its lifespan. So, Anyway, the Sylphs have horrible news, miserable news, and terrible news. I guess we'll go with the terrible news. Oh, you did find Alexia, okay. Oh, but they are sprouting the Chosen One. Okay, that's bad. Okay, so they have imprinting. That's not good. Okay, let's go see Frixio to see what we can do about this whole mess. I've gotten so used to running down that slope there from doing their quests. Frixio, I hear you have a chosen problem. What can we do about this? Okay, well, what's the final favor? What?
The other thing that I don't like about this guy is like, oh, you should join me. You should join me. I'm this perfect Lancer. I'm amazing at everything I do. Listen here, you motherfucker. The only thing you've taught me how to do is deal with multiple enemies at once. You have not once taught me a technique. My boy has taught me how to yeet my spirit people.
I thought we were not spoiling the class, but I guess we did. Whoops.
I mean, you right.
Whoops.
Whoopsie-doos. I mean, don't worry about it. Only Yugman's here.
I mean, depending on how long it is, I might not even remember what class you picked, so...
I mean, I'll still be playing, even after, what the hell is it? Even after you stop playing, I'm going to keep playing, because if I get my job again, I'm going to have a source of income to fuel my monthly subscription.
True. Yeah, rip.
I mean, hell, even without my job, I can still fuel it for quite some time.
Oh god, Voice wants to accompany me to rescue the Chosen One. Am I going to be babysitting his ass all the way through the Sylphlands? Use you once. Wah wah. I'm starting to get confused with all the ones talking around. Yeah, mine too, Omsio. How did I know he was gonna... Should I just let the Ochus eat him, Frixio? Because I'm kind of...
Don't let the Ochus eat the poor Sylph.
No, it's not a Sylph. It's some random bumbling scholar that's only caused trouble here in Little Solace since I started the Beast Tribe quest. I'm kind of keen on just letting him go in there and kill himself, but that's mean, so I'm not gonna. I better go. I better go get him. For lack of better judgment, I better go get him.
The Warrior of Light, you have to. It's like your job. Upset.
Okay, but Voice, why are you in a Chocobo Keeper's outfit?
Does anything ever combo with you? Let's find out.
Okay, now you're just okay. I was like, you know what? I should let him die, and then I changed my mind. I shouldn't let him. Now he's fronting Confucius, so now I'm going to throw him to the Ochu myself. I'm going to yeet his ass into the biggest Ochu I can find.
Damn, you don't fuck with Confucius, dude.
You don't fuck with Confucius.
Mans is the god of the new world.
Just go. Oh my god.
Get the fuck. Leave.
Like, this is supposed...
Abscond.
Like, this is
thought.
supposed to be funny, and it is to some extent funny, but just stop existing, voice. I'm sorry, but just stop.
Voice, abscond. Just abscond immediately.
Go back to Gridania, for Christ's sakes. Take my report and leave.
Abscond, thought.
Alright, let's take the car into the Sylphlands. Go off-roading. See what we gotta find here. We gotta go to the entrance to the Sylphlands. I just need to find a cliff where no one will find the body. And then off he goes. Whoops, did I do that? Nope. Oh god, here we go. This is an escort mission. This is an escort mission. It's a good thing I'm a really high level because I would be really upset otherwise. Do I beckon him or does he just follow anyway? Well, he's level 49. So that means that the enemies will try to kill him. So, welcome to hell. Yeah. I imagine it was absolute hell back in the day. So, man, I gotta tell you, they're lucky that there's a good quest line at the end of all this because I was not. Oh god! Of course, he got sticky-tongued. Maybe I should have just left the Dream Toad alone. Square, why would you do this?
Do what?
This is an escort mission. I have to escort Voice into the heart of the Sylphlands. And there are toads in the way, and you know what the toads do when the person is the appropriate level.
Jay, may I suggest that you bring one of your classes, such as Darkest Knight, out of retirement, so you can just viciously
Oh no,
stab
it's fine. The enemies around here are getting destroyed. So.
Anyway.
But we'll just make our way in.
Yegman says, "Welcome to hell."
Yeah, I saw that.
Besides,
wow.
Jimmy, I had a thought while I was aft for a minute. I'm technically working on 4 classes before we start again. Technically.
Does that count Culinarian and Fisher?
It counts Fisher. I don't plan on working on Culinarian in the future because fuck Culinarian.
Well, I mean, you can just...
And you may be asking yourself, why fuck Culinarian? Well, you see, Jimmy, potatoes.
I can get you those now, though.
Right.
It's the only reason I took Botanist.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because you couldn't get Papados, and there were literally none on the board, and I wasn't anticipating anyone putting them on the board. Hell, there were 0 on the board when I first was able to access them, and I was like, okay, it's been days.
Oh, yeah. Later on today, since I'm not going to be doing all that much, do you want to do the runs in Garuda that I need?
We could.
For my glamour?
Actually, we can't, because maintenance.
Fuck. You're right. I mean, yeah. Sure, fuck. God damn it, Yoshi P. Stop having this game have maintenance. I have shit to do. I took a day off yesterday so I could, like, not die horribly.
How far in are we going? All the way to the seed bed? We are going all the way. And there's a fate at the seed bed. I hope it doesn't require me to stand in the seed bed while that fate's going on, or we're going to be sitting there for 11 minutes. I was going to say, get out of there, voice.
How do you care what happens to him?
I guess
Let him
he's
eat himself.
I'm getting ready to eat him, but I'm escorting him currently, so I have to somewhat give a shit.
Only somewhat, though.
Is maintenance happening that early? I think if I remember right, it's at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which means it's at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, if that's the case, then most likely we won't be able to do that much when I am done with the stream. I mean, it will be done around 7:30, so we might be able to get a couple of runs in, but we're probably
between you and me, if we just go into Garuda on 2 thick DPSs, we'll just kill her in 20 minutes. We'll kill her in 10 minutes tops.
Yeah.
And I only want to do like 3 runs a day. Well, not necessarily 3 runs a day. 3 runs whenever the hell you feel it.
Okay, well, the escort mission's over, so...
Thank fuck.
Normally it's a lot later. Yeah, normally it's like midnight to 6 a.m. or something, but it's a little earlier this time. It's not a big deal.
It's because of Shadowbringers coming out. They're trying to get the maintenance done ASAP. At least that's my theory.
I don't know. It's not a huge deal, though. Like I said, we might be able to get some run or 2 done with Garuda, and it won't take as long as you think because we're geared to shit, in fact. But...
Sure.
Okay, so where is this Deluxio guy? Okay, there they are. Just in time for the hatching. You're not allowed to do the hatching, Tide. Confucius forbids it.
And then Confucius hears the words, "You're just in time for the hatching," and then his eyes just lens flare.
Okay, now I am somewhat glad Voice is here because no one's even looking at him while he sneaks off to take the podling. I'll just keep them busy.
Absolute fucking...
I'll just keep them all busy. I just realized, is Deluxio brandishing like a kitchen knife or something? What the hell? Why does a sylph need a kitchen knife?
For that Tonberry experience.
Yeah, I guess, but now they're discount Tonberries.
Nothing can be a Tonberry, Jimmy. You've been through the Scholar quests, you know this.
I'm pretty sure Sarito would take umbrage to this.
My knife! Where did my knife go?
You were so close, Voice.
All you had to do was take another 3 steps.
Oh, wait, never mind. They've never seen a chocobo keep before. We're fine.
Nice.
He thinks he's a chocobo. This is the space duck situation all over again. It was just a space duck.
You know what I think would have made this scene infinitely funnier?
What?
If Voice just had this hidden talent for mimicking chocobo yells. It's just like the sylph turns to him.
You guys appear to be missing something. Yoink!
How close are you to being ready for Hildebrand? Because I want to know if I can go into that base leveling roulette with my new shit.
As soon as this quest is over with the sylphs. Maybe don't taunt them before we're out of earshot, Voice. Just a thought.
But don't you know, Jimmy, the whole point of his existence in this quest is to make your life infinitely harder and you want to yeet him out the window, but then the game's going to make you love him in the last 2 quests.
Voice, those legs won't carry you forever. You've got about 50 seconds before you're going to have to use the moongrass. Oh boy.
Can Voice.
Am I really just going to let them go? Well, I did say I wanted Voice to die, so I mean... Watch him, like, drop it or something. I'm gonna have to take it there. I wouldn't be shocked. Unfortunately, I don't think Fists of Wind actually aid me in... yeah, he did drop it. Well, he didn't drop it, but he's sitting over here with all the sylphs trying to kill him. Voice, for Christ's sakes. I just murdered Deluxio in 1 hit. Welp.
Damn.
Voice, get up. Come on, man. I mean, you did a good thing getting that thing out of there, but... That's why I said get the moongrass, man. Here we go. I see why you would need an escort, though, if you were level 50 here, because the enemies around here would still attack you while you're escorting Voice and trying to escort this thing back. I imagine this was hell back in the day. Voice, why don't you just take it easy, then? I'll get the podling back. So yeah, this is part of the thing. I don't know if have we done a carry quest on stream? I think we have, but if we haven't, you have 50 seconds before your legs and arms give out, and you have to come back with the podling to here. So don't let that happen, because we don't want shake it and baby syndrome to happen. So we're gonna have to use the moongrass to restore our strength. Moongrass gives us crisp, refreshing air, fills our lungs, and reinvigorates us. So we'll just have to keep an eye out for it. I wonder if I'm going to have to double back at all to get some. Oh, there's some over there. I imagine this is the hardest escort quest, considering the fact that, you know, it's the last one. But I could be wrong. So yeah, there you go. Get some extra air, get some strength, and go from there. Unfortunately for us, this place is... Well, if it wasn't for the fact that I've done these missions multiple times now where I've gone through the Sylphlands, this place would be an absolute maze to get through. Granted, it still feels like I'm playing through Alice in Wonderland, but, you know.
Listen, all I'm saying is I just want the ability to fly in the city-states. That's it. That's all I want.
I don't think...
how hard it is to navigate some areas of Gridania because of the fucking trees?
I don't think you're alone in that regard, but I wouldn't count on it. Oh, that does remind me, though. I finally finished up the Blue Mage questline. I finished all 25 of the stages in the Mask Carnival, and I finished up the last quest of the thing there. I did not have Diamondback, so it made one particular fight incredibly difficult. Well, not incredibly difficult. It was more like a DPS check for an extreme mode primal, where if you didn't get it done, you wiped, and I wiped a lot. I might even do it on screen to show off how I did it, but... yeah, I did them all. Got a lot of allied seals out of it. I think at this point I'm only missing like 2 or 3 riding maps because of all the first-time rewards where you get allied seals out of it, so...
I should really get more allied seals.
You can take Blue Mage to 50. You get like probably 3,000 allied seals from doing the 25 stages. If you can get through the 25 stages. Okay, how far to the next moongrass? Here we go. Oops. Excuse me, pardon me. Alright, let's keep our eyes out for moongrass that way in case I have to double back. Don't think so.
Alright.
People used to hire other people to kill enemies for this while they go through. Yeah. Oh boy. That's nuts.
That's hilarious.
I can see it though. Considering these quests, I can definitely see it. I did, yeah. I looked up guides for some of them when I couldn't complete them myself. I think I only looked up guides for about... There's 25 stages. I want to say about 5 or 6 of them I needed guides for. Eventually, you kind of... You learn the pattern over time with them, and... You know, you can figure some stuff out. There was also... I sort of got into the habit of trying to silence things in there, because apparently silence is just this really good status ailment for blue mages in the Mask Carnival, because a lot of things that normally one-shot you can just be silenced, and then they stop doing them. So... that is until I was able to... The other thing with it is that I eventually got to the point where the bosses that we will most likely be fighting in the Hildebrand quest today are actually available as a stage in the Mask Carnival. I think they're weaker than they are normally there. Yeah, I fought them, and I actually got access to a couple of blue magic spells I didn't normally have access to. I didn't get Aqua Breath out of them, but I did get Snort. And once I had Snort, it was a lot easier to... And I also got Moon Flute from completing 10 stages. So once I had those, I could use Final Sting Cheese to get through a lot of other stuff that I normally would have had trouble with, so... Because Final Sting, when you use Moon Flute and Off Guard and Peculiar Light and Bristle, is like 30,000 damage on a crit. You can skip entire fights and mechanics with it, and you don't have to be living at the end of an act. If you kill the enemy that you're supposed to be fighting, you're just brought back to full HP and MP at the beginning of the next act anyway, so it's nice.
I can imagine.
Still pretty good. Wanted to go through them without guides, but gave up. Yeah, it would be really difficult to get through them without guides, because there's a lot of blue magic spells. Now, I think I had an advantage because I didn't go and get all 49. I think I had about 28 of them when I started the thing. I have like 30 at this point, but excuse me. Yeah, I think I had an advantage because I wasn't, like, trying desperately to find that one tool in my kit that I needed for this stuff in order to make sure I can do stuff, but it was still difficult. Well, I'm glad. I mean, maybe the podling gave you a little bit of refreshment, since, you know, it is the chosen one.
The chosen one.
Yeah, let's not speak of your undergarments again, voice. Just leave that out of the picture there. Sure, let's watch the chosen one hatch. Is it supposed to hatch on the ground? I mean,
I think they put it on an altar or something, you know, with it being the chosen one.
I mean, this place is as close as an altar you can get without being in the area of the tempered sylphs. So.
And all their temples are Ramu, and I don't think that would be very good for the chosen one's health.
It's a good thing I have this blindfold. It wouldn't be blinding me.
Ah, my eyes.
And that's where babies come from, voice. I'm waiting for the fake out.
It's just a regular sylph.
No, it's like it's a tempered sylph all of a sudden. I was gonna say, but it is the end of the quest line, so even though this was the comedy quest line, they're not gonna mess with you that badly. So yeah. Well, now that that's done, yeah, we need to go back to Gridania, so that is where we're gonna go. Maybe I should chat with Voice about the, you know, what's been going on. Yeah, you've been spending too long with your head in the little solace there, Voice. You've taken up the local dialect. Oh my god. Well, at least they haven't left vegetables everywhere for you yet. I had to do that multiple times for the people of the Hawthorne Hut, and they were less than pleased.
Oh my god, I'm so happy I never have to run this fucking dungeon again.
What the hell is going on?
I got the Dark Light Gloves of Casting.
Oh.
Let's fucking go!
Nice. Now all you gotta do is get them boots from the Weeping City of...
I want to die. I fucking hate that dungeon. I kind of want to join an FC just so I can have a committed party to run it over and over until I get those fucking boots. Also, that's not the still only thing I need. I need the Plaguebringer's jacket from Pharaoh Sirius hard mode.
Yikes.
What?
Yikes.
It's okay.
I mean, you can probably get the Plaguebringer's jacket a little easier from Pharaoh Sirius hard once we do Stormblood, because then we'll be geared to shit to the point where you'll be able to...
Well, I found out that a level 62 Paladin, which if you can't tell was me, and a level 70 Bard can clear the dungeon in 15 minutes?
Oh?
Yeah. Just two of us.
Nice.
The one boss with all the ads was a little difficult, but that's about it.
Those Dark-like gloves are 10 out of 10. Use the healing ones for all of Stormblood.
Let's see. That only took 12 runs to get all the gear I need. That's not bad, considering the fact that I've been running Weeping City pretty much once a day, every day, and I still haven't gotten the Euphemi boots of aiming for that based Bard glamour.
I don't know, man. Usually I worry more about the way that the body piece and the leg pieces look, because after that it's kind of just like, okay, you know, whatever. I mean,
I'm still looking for good pants for my healing thing, because I have an outfit planned, but it requires a skirt, and skirts are like 400,000 gil
yeah,
for the only two for healer. So I'm thinking about getting new boots for the healer and making it a higher than level 50 glamour.
That could be a bit much.
Because I like all my glamour either cheap or I earn it.
Commander Vorsail Hubois, I have a report for you about the sylphs. Oh, did you? Okay. I guess he beat me to it. Must have sent a carrier pigeon.
That would be the most hilarious way to get outdone in a game ever. You go through this whole quest, you finish it up, and then for some reason the commander's just reading a carrier pigeon letter when you get back there.
And in typical voice fashion, he's taking the credit for literally everything that I just did single-handedly.
Warrior of Light doesn't pay. Don't worry, Jimmy, one day we'll get all the bitches.
I don't care, because I'm just glad that I'm not a part of the Twin Adders, because if that was the case and the commander said that to me, I'd be like, I'm joining the Immortal Flames. Fuck you guys.
The only downside about the Immortal Flames, they have a shitty retirement package. You gotta go fight in the arena until you decide to come back. Granted, if you win in the arena, you get doused in glory and gold, but, you know.
Anyway, we are now self-assured according to the achievement, because we are trusted at the trusted rank with the Sylphs. So now, they are also at trusted rank, and they will not rank up anymore until the Allied quests, which we will get to the point of doing in a little while. For now, let's go back to Ul'dah and head for Horizon again, so that we can go and continue with the Hildebrand quests. Cole, that would be your cue.
On the second boss of Holotolly hard mode.
Oh, okay.
And just like that, the boss is dead.
I was gonna say, can't you just go back to the beginning of the dungeon and abandon?
Listen, my fletch takes more than 15 seconds. Oh my god!
Wow.
That's not what I was expecting. Okay. I thought that said Darklight eye patch of fucking casting. I was about to say, what?
Yeah, I don't think that works. There's probably an eye patch that you can use as a caster, but most of them are locked behind Disciples of War.
There is an eye patch, but the problem is you need to earn it from a dungeon. The idea for the outfit I had for Red Mage comes from something in the Eorzea collection where they had the eye patch, but I don't want to do that. Okay, now I need to melt these guys. You can go on in the Hildebrand quest. This will be like 2 more minutes tops.
I gotta get to Vesper Bay, so it's gonna take me a couple of minutes to get there. I'm just gonna walk to make it easier for you to get back there.
Okay. 2 ads down, onto the Lancer guy. I know this dungeon backwards and forwards, and it scares me.
And now that we are finished with that, let's go back to our retirement outfit. Oop, glamours can't be restored. Oh, I know what it is. The Spirit of the Wallachie is really nice, the one that you get from Martin there, but it is kind of Martin's staff, and the one from Azulmagia for Waystrak there is Waystrak's staff, so I figured, you know what, I'll just use Rainmaker, and I just basically glamored over Spirit of the Wallachie with Rainmaker there. Now everybody's got their own staff.
The hardest thing about Holotolly hard mode on Synced is just the fact that the boss can just say no to you moving for like 15 seconds, and it's annoying. And the archers. The archers go down easy.
Yeah, I know. I know how that goes with the boss saying not moving, considering how many times I've fought Mayhees.
No, the boss hits you with a status effect called Absolute Bind. Here's the thing. Absolute Bind can be broken by destroying the, what the hell is it? Thal's staff in the corner of the room. The problem is you can't destroy it when you're single player, so you're forced to wait there while he casts up this big-ass spell and just tank it. It doesn't do any damage, and it's literally just there to waste your time. So if you get good rolls on the, on your attacks on Red Mage, though, like with your Thrustin and all your combos, and you get the Fletch and the Conjure Sexty off fast enough, he just dies while he's casting.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's a slight pain.
Let's give Cole a little bit of extra time by playing against Commander Swift and Triple Triad.
I'm on the boss now. This shouldn't take very long. I'm just going to AoE the shit out of the first, 7 ads and then just watch the boss crumble to dust.
Well, this match won't take too long either. It's chaos, but other than that, it's not a big deal for the
chaos
requirement. Oh, I got a good roll on this one. I think we should put Noctis up in the corner. I don't want him to take
scatter.
it. Okay, that's actually not terrible. Let's do that. I can't take his Modi yet, but I can take it later. So, oh, he's got a robe on. Now I can take his Miss Modi. There we go. He's gonna take my Coro Regina, but that's okay. I can take that back too, I think. in a moment. I'm gonna need to do one of those and hope that he leaves that space open. He did.
You bitch!
Haha! No card. That's okay.
Congratulations, boss. You know how to waste my time. Now, if you wouldn't mind, finish your cast so I can fletch you and you can die.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Oh, finally. I've been waiting so long to get those fucking gloves. Now I just need to get the jacket.
See, that's the kind of stress that I want to avoid when I'm making glamours. That's why I usually don't bother with
No, it's
stuff that's
satisfying
from the
when you
dungeons.
finally get the drop you want, because then you see your outfit slowly come together.
See, for me, I don't see that as satisfying. That becomes a frustration for me, and then I'm just glad it's over.
But you gotta think, well, it's a matter of earning it. Like, I can't really, like, pay for glamour right now because my method of making money is excessively slow, also known as sell old brown dye until I'm rich.
Yeah, I get you.
So sometimes you gotta work for your glamour, especially when it looks
But
good.
it's see, my thing, and this is just kind of a thing with me. If anything involves RNG, I automatically don't like doing it in bulk like that, and that because it's not satisfying for me at the end of it. I'm glad it's over. You know what I mean? When something requires me to be skillful and that requires multiple tries, then it's satisfying for me. But when something is entirely reliant on the roll of the dice for me to get something and it doesn't go my way multiple times, I don't feel like I'm working towards anything. I feel like I'm waiting for a computer to pick the right number in an algorithm, which is
Well, you gotta think about it
not
like
satisfying to me personally anyway, in the slightest.
Well, you gotta think about it like this. Clearing dungeons and raiding and stuff like that sometimes is something you need to develop a little bit of steel for, because you're gonna be doing it a lot later. Of course, me planning to go in endgame at some point or another, I'm sort of slowly but surely getting that gaming stamina back that I used to have and being able to go through the grind and not really lose my motivation. Granted, I still have to take days off here and there, but everyone does. We're human, we're not machines. But the whole point of that being is that once you have the gaming stamina back, it becomes second nature to try and go through these dungeons, to push yourself to go for new and nice glamour, because when you work for glamour, it's different. It feels different wearing it, because you know you're wearing something that some other people are going to have to go out of their way to recreate. It's not a matter of just going on the board and buying stuff. Anybody can do that if you have enough money, but working for glamour, it feels more exclusive, more like satisfying to wear. That's why you see a lot of people out there with ridiculously overly complex glamour. Sometimes you go out of your way to do that. Not granted, and mostly it's because you want to flex on the other people, but
See, I never feel that desire, so that's probably why I don't like doing it.
I mean, of course, I understand.
Anyway, I'm back here in Vesper Base, so let's get moving with these Hildebrand quests again. The Business of Betrothal. Looks like we're going back to the beach, so that'll be nice. You found our Lapis mate. So who's our Lapis maiden? Arabella. Okay. Oh, okay. Her eyes and hair are blue. Wow, that's something. Oh my god. You'll forgive me. I feel like I've heard the Bruguière Consortium before, but the name isn't ringing a bell currently. I was going to say, I hope the venue isn't in Ul'dah, because then you're going to have to test all the food for poison.
Shit, you're right.
Okay, so we got to go to Costa del Sol. Beach time! Even though it's nighttime, so it's
It's
not
at
quite
Horizon. The next quest is at Horizon, yeah?
It's in Vesper Bay, so you got to go to Horizon to get it. And then, conveniently enough, after that, there's a dock right over here that takes us to Limsa, so let's do that. Cole, you can just teleport straight to Costa, though. I'm going to take the long way, but by the time I'm done taking the long way, if you take the short way and teleport there, then we'll both be on the same page. So
not to sound like I'm beating a dead horse here, but I think the whole point of working for glamour that's otherwise exclusive is just the fact that it feels better when you finish the set, because then you get to look at your character wearing that set that you know you worked for, and you're a lot less inclined to go for new glamour. That's why you see people using the same outfit over and over again, because they look at that shit and they're like, I worked for this. That's why glamour is the real end game, because you bust your ass for that. Because let's be real here, this game's real generous with handing you end game equipment. Cough, cough, Shire. Because, be honest, how much work does it honestly take to get a full Shire set for a single class? Like 3 days max, right?
I wouldn't say 3 days. It's like 3,500 tomestones, so like 6, I think, if you do main scenario once a day.
Yeah, but that's not bad. Main scenario, you go on autopilot and you just kill.
Yeah.
There's nothing really RNG about it. You always get the same amount of tomestones. Sometimes it's different, but if you're an experienced player who saves their tomestones after getting Ironworks gear, and you get up to 2,000, that's like...
Yeah, that's not much that you have left to do after that, yeah.
And then augmenting it, that's like another extra day. Like, that's not bad at all, considering the fact that, you know, it's Shire gear, which is supposed to be endgame. All right, on to Hildebrand. The business of betrothal.
You like flexing your glam, but it helps you also really like the way it looks. Yeah, that always helps. I don't know. I've never been the sort that feels that need, honestly. It's just like, if it's affordable and it doesn't cost me that much work, because like it's just a face value thing to me, you know what I mean? It's just the aesthetic value, and especially in the case of a self-insert character, I don't need to look good, I just need to look like I'm capable of fighting in that outfit, you know what I mean? So, I mean, granted, with Blue Mage, it's like, okay, this is supposed to be for comedy effect, it's my retirement outfit. I'm going to the beach in it, whatever, but by this point, it's like, I don't need to care that much about, you know, paying 12,000 gil for sandals on the market board, because I almost have 2 million again. Like, what's the big deal?
Well, some of us aren't as fortunate.
Yeah, I get you. You didn't level crafters and gatherers, so you don't have the luxury.
Well, I mean, I am leveling 1 now, but you've really got to think about how much work goes into leveling those things and how much time and effort it takes, especially when you're leveling, 5 fucking classes?
The effort pays its weight in gil later, let me tell you.
Yeah, but the problem is getting the gil you need in order to have it pay it back, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to go through both Culinarian and Fisher without going broke.
I mean, I can get you the ingredients you need for Culinarian between the two of us anyway, because I have Miner and now Botanist, so I can get you any salts or vegetables and fruits and all that other stuff you need, and you can get the fish. So,
I mean, true.
So you're in a good spot in that regard. But either way. Yeah, let's see what Guguremu can tell us about his daughter, whom I'm not necessarily convinced is real yet. Actually, this beach is open to everyone, especially people who are in Gegaruju's good graces, and I include myself in that company, so... You're gonna have to step back, sir. Maybe don't tell him you're a reporter, because now he doesn't want anything to do with us.
The brass plates of Gabera, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsman in the Sultanate, Paladin, standing right behind the fucking reporter, who at this point must be legendary among the Paladins, because I've reforged Oathkeeper!
Is it Roban?
No.
Oh. Well, it's not some fly-by-night rogue. It may or may not be Saizo fucking Hikawa. He's not some fly-by-night rogue. He beats a battle god with the literal reincarnation of Satan, man. We can't be messing around here.
Just remember, kids, Satan saved Christmas.
He did on my Persona 5 playthrough. And who do these guys suppose they are? Ah, the people that Cole was just talking about. I'd like to believe the goggles help when you're a minor Briardian, but for those guys, especially at nighttime, all it's doing is giving them some glare to deal with. Well, maybe you shouldn't have, Oh, okay, that makes sense. I don't know that they will be in shackles, Briardian, but, considering what we've had to deal with lately. Well, at least it's a joint effort then. I'm just waiting for our courageous gentleman inspector to get here and to muck things up for all of us. That's what I'm saying, Ellie. There is that. Still nursing that head wound, Briardian? Right. Are we sure he's targeting the maiden, though? Like, what if he's targeting some other heirloom that the family has? Oh boy, Cole's ahead of me again.
Oh my god.
That's still a lot of
Jesus,
suspects,
man.
Briardian.
Oh, you're getting to the part. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Oh boy, I know what that pause was. Man, he was quick on the draw with that one.
I love the smoke.
Why is he smoking?
Jesus Christ, my dude. You punched him that hard.
Briardian must have Monk as an alt character, because he just fist-fired the shit out of Hildebrand.
What up?
Yeah, I see that you've arrived, Hildebrand. Now let's see if we can pry your face out of the floor.
You know, these Hildebrand quests, you know what they make me feel like?
What?
They make me feel like I am just a player in this who exists just to kill all of the enemies that threaten this, and I feel like I'm just watching a comedy. Except I'm at the comedy.
We're like the straight man in all these comedies when everything around them is ridiculous and that they're the only things the audience can hold on to in this crazy world.
And it's pretty ridiculous when the fucking
Oh, that's why his
paladin.
that's why his head was smoking, because there's a fish on his head. Okay.
And it's pretty crazy, you know, when the person you do identify with, that's the only person who's acting at all serious in this crazy-ass situation, is the 4-foot-tall potato paladin.
You're gonna be lucky if the colibris don't eat your face off first there, Hildebrand. Just a thought. I wouldn't challenge the fates like that, Briardian. Just a thought. Oh, okay. Sure. I guess I'll come see what he needs. Let's have a chat with the guests. Well, by the guests, I mean Ellie and Hildebrand. Well, I mean, I'd like to count myself not among these fools, but I did invite Hildebrand back from practically the dead, so... I don't know, Hildebrand. I'm kind of... we're going to have to see how this all goes. Might not be the maiden. It's like I said, I'm suspecting that it might not be the maiden that gets kidnapped here.
But it's the Hildebrand quest. The most ridiculous option is probably going to be the one. We're going to get to the end of this quest, and the Phantom Thief this entire time is just going to be disguised as the fucking dog.
I'm surprised you'd consider the name unremarkable, Briardian. As far as I know, nobody else in this entire game is named Jimmy, so...
Why would you ever call the name of the Warrior of Light unremarkable?
Yeah, they did have a pretty much identical appearance to Lady Dorilda.
Also, I had a thought with Shadowbringers that kind of terrified me.
Wow.
So you know how people, like with the good King Mogulmog, they summon them through prayer and belief?
Mm-hmm.
What if in Shadowbringers people start looking at us like that?
That's what I said a while ago. I says maybe I'm a primal, and it was in jest. But Todd said there's actually rumors and stuff that are going around saying that. Well, it's not rumors. It's more like theory crafting that maybe we are primal, and we're held up by the beliefs that all the people that we befriend have for us.
I was talking more like in a literal sense, like it's explained that we are indeed human, but our legend has grown to such a degree as the warrior of light, we have to become something different in order to prevent a horrible primal version of ourselves from destroying and ravaging the land. And that's why we become the warrior of darkness.
We'll see when Shadowbringers drops. We won't see collectively here on the stream, but you'll see because you'll be playing Shadowbringers when it drops, so... Yeah, Cole's going to be probably going through the Stormblood main scenario.
And crying like a bitch, from what I understand.
Without me after this stream is over, so... Make sure you let people know, Cole, in the Chromatic server when you're going to go through it, so you have some partners in crime to go through the dungeons.
True. Also, the other thing being with Stormblood and Shadowbringers, I'm counting on the New Game Plus system to allow me to go back through Stormblood. I don't necessarily know if it's going to go like that, but...
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work, but...
I just wish they would release more fucking details about that.
Oh, so there's a prism that they can use to change those appearances. Maybe they're using some sort of glamour plate magics. That's actually a good point. Right.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would probably assume the identity of the security guards because, well, they were hired by her father personally, so he wouldn't necessarily suspect them. I try, Briardian.
The correct answers for that for Briardian were second and then first. As I've come to find out, considering I took second and then second again.
Oh, jeez. Probably Briardian. So, what are you going to have me do? Go look for him, or? Okay. Okay, sure. I can go check out the outskirts. Where exactly are we going in the outskirts? Oh, okay, all the way down there.
I also just had a really funny thought.
Wow.
What if at the end of this Hildebrand quest chain, we just find out that this entire time Hildebrand has actually known who the Phantom Thief is, but he was waiting for prior evidence, and all of these shenanigans he's gotten us into has been some part of some insane master plan to expose him. And it's not even like he's lying or he's bullshitting about it. It's honest.
I don't know.
Laughing.
See, I don't know Hildebrand's character from 1.0, so I couldn't tell you whether or not he's actually a good investigator. But
I love how you're just driving a fucking car down the beach.
I mean, I don't have one of those beach bikes, so I got to make do with what I've got. Sir, you look a little cold. You should probably be getting back to the Costa del Sol and the party. Again, I try, Briardian.
Briardian's the straight man in this ever wackier world.
He'd like to believe he is, but he's just as crazy in some cases, I think. Yeah, somebody took your disguise, sir. Man, Briardian's looking at all the details. So Morgrant and that Lalafelling gent, yeah, Yelto. Okay. And Lewinhart. Okay, so that narrows the playing field, little Briardian. Okay. I will try. No guarantees on that one. Oh boy. Alright, let's go back and see what kind of craziness Hildebrand is getting into. Wonder if the salt in the salt water on Costa del Sol is going to murder the tires on this thing. It's a pretty sturdy car, so I'm not really convinced that it'll have any problems, but well, you never know.
The f do you need tires for? The thing can fly!
Yeah, that's true. Hildebrand, I've been getting off on adventures while you've been investigating over here.
Oh dear God.
Hopefully, we've narrowed the playing field to 3 people now, I think. Along with everyone else here, right? Well, I suppose that is a good point. Okay, I'm trying to get a good shot to see if, Oh, his assistant isn't having narcolepsy episode today. Okay. Oh boy. Well, off they go. So where am I off to? Oh, this way. Okay. Probably we got to check in with the 3 guests that they were talking about.
Fucking Hildebrand. Stop being the literal best character. Stop.
Let's check in with Morgan first. Well, sure, but I'd like to believe I can handle myself in that regard. But this isn't... We don't know for sure that that's who this is, Hildebrand. Maybe I should just let him go about his business. I must have missed something. That's the idea, Morgan, yeah. Oh, jeez. Well, he is the husband-to-be. Oh my god. I don't know what Ellie sees in that guy. Again, I'm not entirely convinced of how this is gonna... Well, never mind. It's not... This is an arranged marriage, so I guess it doesn't make a difference that the bride is a Lalafell and the groom is a Hyur, I would think. I don't think that's any... Yeah, no pointed ears. That's a Hyur. I don't...
You know, you'd think with these arranged marriages, they'd make sure nothing goes horribly wrong in the marriage by, you know, making their children they'll marry each other, you know, actually get along for more than 15 seconds. Not necessarily love, just get along and long enough to know that the fate of their companies and their livelihoods are on the...
Yeah, but that's not how arranged marriages work in real life, so they're not going to work that way in a video game.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if one day you wake up, you're the dad, of somebody in an arranged marriage, or the merging of your companies, and then you find out that person's dead, that's not good for your family either.
True. Well, what do we think, Inspector?
God damn it.
Okay, so what's the next step in your plan? Yes, Nashu, you were supposed to be taking that down.
Damn it, Nashu.
What were you writing? If it... Oh, God, she's writing fan fiction again, isn't she? Oh, boy.
Oh my god. If she's actually writing fan fiction in that journal, I'm gonna die laughing.
One of these days we'll see what's in Nashu's journal, but I don't want to be there when we do because she will murder whoever it is that's looking, so...
Nashu's the super boss, obviously. It's the secret one of the Omegascape.
She's like a trial at the end of the Shadowbringers Hildebrand questline.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a thing, isn't it?
I wish. It'd be hysterically funny. Don't... Oh my god. You're just getting us in way too deep here, Hildebrand.
We're going in too deep.
Good to meet you, even though we're lying about who we are.
No, shoot, this is all your fault. God damn it.
I've heard of mandragoras. Is the mandragoras a type of group, or... That's not what he means, Hildebrand.
Oh, you're at that part. You're almost at the part where I died laughing.
Oh boy.
Oh, the Fists of... that part. Right there.
People don't read the Mithril Eye because it has a reputation for being smut, Ellie. Like, if the lady that I talked to at the Pugilist Guild is anything to look at, it's like...
I'm surprised you didn't take offense to the I spent several years training with the Fists of Rhalgir line.
Well, he's a Highlander. I mean, I would suspect it.
It's Hildebrand, though. Well, to be fair, maybe that's how he survived the fall from the meteor.
That could
He
be.
just opened up a chakra unlike anything any other Fist of Rhalgir could ever hope to ascertain, and then became immortal.
I wouldn't put that in Hildebrand's list of abilities. I think he just got exceedingly lucky. So these mandragoras like stealing vegetables? What are they going to do? Mount them on sock puppets and make them their new lackeys or something?
I can't believe the Mandragoras just go after them like, oh, we're just like gonna steal all your vegetables.
Incidentally, if a Lalafell eats a vegetable, particularly a papato, does that mean it's cannibalism?
Just because we are potatoes does not mean we cannot eat potatoes.
Yeah, well. Okay. So there's some missing foodstuffs that we'll have to go inspect. Got it. Okay, just outside of Costa. This one quest is taking a lot longer than some of the ones from the previous patches. This might actually take a few streams. We're gonna have to see. I mean, I guess it's not taking that long. We did just have a few other things to do today, that's all. So it's taking more time than usual, but less time than, expected. Actually, no, it's taking more time than expected. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's just inspect this food supply. Nashu, are you picking up pebbles over there? Or?
Oh, Jesus.
I did see this on the way through here.
God damn it. Inspector, you might want to step away.
Oh, those are bombs. Okay, that could be a problem. So what are you going to do with the bombs? Are you sure they're not just fireworks? Oh, oh my god.
I love how the coconuts are glowing. They look like somebody plucked them straight out of the ultimate coil of Bahamut.
Why does he need driftwood?
Oh no. Oh no.
Actually, if you guys keep that driftwood until the sun comes up, if anybody has a huge magnifying glass, I can carve a message into it. Just be like, okay, sun just came up, so let me just HELPME, and then just send it off on the tide and see what somebody says when they find it. That doesn't look like driftwood. That looks like somebody's blue mage staff.
Oh no, Jimmy. The Gmod phases have spread to everyone, including myself.
Oh no. Oh, okay, Briardian's coming back. Just had a thought, what if Briardian is the Phantom Thief in this case, and we were just helping him along?
That would be a twist.
Well, that's true. Oh boy, what have you gotten us into now, Ellie? I think there's less quests, though, for this patch with the Hildebrand stuff. Like, I think there's only like 4 or 5 quests for this patch, so we'll see. Ellie, everything is difficult. We're in the Hildebrand quest line. It's gonna be difficult. Okay, what's your latest findings, Briardian? Yeah, well, give it some time, Briardian. I'm sure he'll find some way to muck things up. Yeah, just by those crates. No, we can't. Let's go right over by the crates so he can look at the bombs. It is littered with junk, isn't it?
No.
Including bombs. Actually,
no.
I was going to say Briardian doesn't know about Nashu's bombs yet, so that might be a little bit of a problem. I know that's the reason why we were trying to lure him away in the first place, but... Yeah, alright, Ellie. I'll believe it when I see it. So what's your big plan, Ellie? Oh, that's not gonna do it. Briardian, what's your take on these coconuts? And that driftwood. You're just afraid to get in trouble, Ellie.
Oh dear.
Okay, sure. So what have you found? That's the thing I'm more interested in. We're lucky they aren't self-lighting. Okay. Right, yeah, we heard that part already. Matter of fact, we've also sort of helped with it. Oh, sorry, there was a crab that was catching my eye. It was the brightest white color you could ever see. Yeah, if we're getting distracted on this beach, it might be better to... Oh, don't build a fire. No, you can't... Don't build a fire on the beach. It's gonna get blown away. Yeah, except for the fact that you left a perfectly good piece of driftwood right there, Hildebrand.
I'm just gonna alt-tab and watch your stream for a little bit because, oh boy.
Oh, Nashu, this is not the time to be excited about that. He's gonna blow himself up. Yeah.
Hildebrand's face.
This is going to go the poorest it could ever go.
Plunk.
Briardian, maybe you should have... For an astute inspector, you really don't examine your surroundings that well. Well, then don't jinx it, man! It's gonna happen now! Oh, my god. Yeah, I know how... I can't look. Friggin' Rube Goldberg machine-ass mother...
Wait for
Somebody
it.
lost
This
their
gets
fan
better.
fiction on the beach. Really now? Seriously? Ugh, these guys. No, Briardian, it's not. It's a good thing I didn't put toad oil on before coming to this quest, otherwise I probably would have blown up too, because we're about to all blow up. That's not wrong. Okay, what do the other pages say? As long as there's no Rule 34 on them, I think we'll be okay. Of course, these exact words are the ones he finds. What kind of crappy notebook was she using that the pages just flew out at a passing breeze anyway?
It's one of those comedy notebooks that only shreds to pieces for the sake of comedy.
Probably right. What? Oh. Well, those were the worst possible words you could have picked, Nashu. Okay, but why, though? Why would you throw it so far? Ellie, no! Don't you... Oh my god.
Are you prepared for the most beautiful string of events in this entire quest?
Hildebrand, I hope you can channel your inner Sonic the Hedgehog like you did last time. That's a hell of a baseball slide, dude. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I can't look. What kind of physics-defying bullshit?
Welcome to Hildebrand.
Why is everything not on fire? Hildebrand, how do you hold these things on your head? Everything gets stuck in your hair, man. How much hair gel do you use? There's still, like, lingering junk on your hair, then. It's gotta be. Otherwise, how would that thing have stayed there? Oh, don't sigh yet. Because I know what's about to happen. Yep, Yeah, well. Good job, Inspector. Man, Gegurushu's never gonna let me back after this. I'm gonna have to find a new beach to sit on. Of course, he's back in the ground again.
Me, by the way.
We gonna find a letter in a bottle from Kyrie now. If it makes any difference, I'm okay. Looks like everyone except Hildebrand's okay.
How does Hildebrand keep surviving this stuff?
He's made of tougher stuff than most, apparently. That's not even what it was, Briardian. Maybe it's best he doesn't know. Meanwhile, the Inspector's a little bit worse for wear. Are you okay? He's gonna need a new suit again. I get the feeling that's just gonna throw us off off of his trail, Briardian, but... I mean, I suppose a little more vigilance couldn't hurt. They're not vegetables, they're coconuts. Oh god, are we gonna get into an argument of what's a fruit and vegetable now? I guess we better catch the thief, then. It's alright, the guys. They can't throw me in jail. I know the Admiral. We'll be fine.
It's okay, Jimmy. You're safe in Uldad, too.
Nashu, you might not want to go out that way. There are some nasty snippers out there. Yeah, they probably would have been pretty good to have his foodstuffs, Hildebrand, but, well, you know, sometimes you don't get to have that. Yeah, sometimes it's better not to ask those questions, Ellie. It's just, you know, It's just easier that way. I don't think that has anything to do with it, but whatever. Okay, we gotta go over by the docks again. Off we go. So probably then what I'm thinking is that they, what they must have decided was that the Hildebrand quest probably wouldn't, like, it depends on how this story goes, but I get the feeling this particular set of quests, which is all from patch 2.3 by the way, might be more self-contained than the previous two, because the previous two were kind of just like a continuation of one another. Like, you meet Hildebrand and he sort of gets on the trail of this stuff, and then he catches, well, he doesn't catch the thief, but he solves the mystery at the end of the 2.2 quest. So this one might be just self-contained, so that the storyline gets resolved in 2.3, and then we come to a new quandary in 2.4's quest. I don't know. We'll see. Someone set the fireworks off a little early there, Lewinhart. Yeah, unfortunately. How rare. Oh, from Doma. That rare. Okay, well. That sounds like a very strong pepper.
It sounds like real-life California Reaper. Spicy.
See, now going and fighting the Mandragoras, that sounds like a plan. I can get behind that. Just because the brass blades can't kill them doesn't mean that me and my retirement / beach lounging outfit can't take care of things. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I literally already had that thought, I'd be asking you why you were looking at me to do this stuff, but... Oh, okay, so let's go find Sundamal and see what we can do about these Mandragoras. I don't think that's a good idea. You're going the wrong way anyway. Oh, boy. Okay, so we gotta go to Limsa again. Alright, you guys stay here. I'll head back to Limsa and not go the way that Hildebrand went, because, good lord, man, that's a long way. I'm just going taking the ferry. It's much easier, even though I have to see a face full of sail as soon as I get here. Lower decks, right? So that means... Let's see... Oh, up by the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay. That's easy. Speaking of which, how goes the fishing, Cole? How far are you on the Clace currently?
I have not fished in a little bit, but I will be starting again.
I think personally you shouldn't focus on too many things at once, so don't start doing fishing until you're ready to sort of like, you know, once you get into the groove of doing stuff with the classes that you're raising, then start thinking about it, you know. Excuse me. Well, what do you mean, Sundamal? An onion turned on him. Oh my god. So where do they sail? Oh, okay, so we can go to the Heliport. Yeah, I know that part, Hildebrand. I'll be going that way myself. Get out of the Aetheryte Plaza here, though, so I can fix my frames, because good lord, man, anytime I go into the main Aetheryte Plaza of a town, my frames dip by like 5 or 6 frames a second, and it's just, ugh, it's gross. I do have to go to the Heliport, right? Yep. Okay. Just making sure it's not like that one situation where I went back to see Trakrat here at Maelstrom HQ when I actually had to see him at the Heliport. Somehow he was in 2 places at once. That was not a... That was a particular blunder. So we're gonna just avoid that. A tiny trader. Well, did you find a rogue tomato in there too? Because then I know exactly what kind of family we're fighting here.
Oh no, not that one.
So did you see where the ship went? Because that would be my next question. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's that family again. What kind of revolution?
Where the fuck are they?
That sounds like madness, which I suppose is exactly par for the course considering what quests we're doing. Yeah, that would be Hildebrand. Did I best the thieving? Oh, I did best Gilgamesh in single combat. Well, I didn't best him in single combat. I had help, but I am the one that bested him.
I told you we should have fought him one-on-one. But you didn't listen.
I mean, you only need to be eye level 50 to fight Gilgamesh, so I suppose we could have. I don't know, though. What would the toad mechanics have looked like if you were fighting him one-on-one?
Us running from many green chickens.
That is not exactly true. It was a chicken painted green. Yeah, I guess we should go take care of these crazy vegetables then. Hell, I mean, worst comes to worst, we could just chop them up and make a nice salad for the party at Costa. Then they'd probably welcome us back. Don't know where we're going to get the dressing, though. Cole, you're a culinarian. Any ideas?
I mean, I could whip up a quick vinaigrette.
Is vinaigrette actually a recipe you can make in your culinarian book?
Let me check.
I have matched wits with sentient plant life before, Hildebrand. Trust me, it never ends well. In multiple games, actually, I've gone against sentient plant life. It's not just Mass Effect 1 with the
I cannot make
thorium.
vinaigrette yet, but I would be hard-pressed to not assume that there would not be one later.
Like, there's the Thorian in Mass Effect. There's these actual... the Rogue Tomato and his buddies that we're going to go fight probably at the end of this quest in Final Fantasy 12. Now we're going to fight them in 14. I'm trying to think if there's any other sentient plant life. Probably somewhere. What the hell? This Mandragora is cursing at me. No, I've seen everything.
Well, I mean, if you insist.
Okay, well, let's keep looking. Man, if all of a sudden these level 50 Mandragoras pop up in the middle of nowhere, this Lancer behind me is going to be really confused.
What is this?
It's probably an instance, though.
It's not an instance!
Are you on Paladin?
Yes.
Then why are you concerned?
You'll see.
Are these praying mantises going to fight me on Blue Mage? If that's the case, it's fine, but I'd rather they not. Well, I seem to have gotten past them, so that's fine. Just as long as the Mantis King hasn't spawned out here yet, I think we'll be okay. Man, this one's really taken a long time to pluck. I mean, I know why, because it's moving. There's an actual Mandragora under here, but... apparently this one likes it when I try to pluck it out of the ground. Let's just ignore the potential issues that could be causing. Anyway, let's go down the beach a little bit here. These bone guys, I think, will in fact want to fight me because I think they're like level 42 or something. And I think I see Cole fighting the Mandragoras right now.
Hurry, you stupid bastard! Stop running!
The Mandragoras encountered. Target is not in range. Oh, that's because that's a plasmoid. Don't hit the plasmoid. Hang on, Cole. I'm helping you out. Just get him just get him in a nice row for me. There we go.
Just get him in a chop him real fine, mince him. Real fine.
If you think you can get away, you got another thing coming. Oh, you can't get sticky tongue. Fuck. No, get back here. Do you not take damage from water cannons? Oh, that's why. Okay, let me switch. Let me switch to something that does not work better. Oh, because he's mighty guarded for a minute. Okay. I see. Well, they're almost not mighty guarded, so... oh, God. Just get away from that.
That's it! Where's my belt?
Oh god. How about this? Got him. Cole, there's a plasmoid trying to kill you. Okay. It just didn't know to leave well enough alone. Hang on, hold on. Stand there for a second. There. Now we're good.
Hildebrand, you gonna be okay over here, buddy?
You're gonna need a new suit again, aren't you? Well, I only saw half of the battle with my...
is always intimate.
I only saw half the battle with my own eyes, Hildebrand. Cole's seen the whole thing. PTSD?
Fucking, this is why I hate salad.
He actually literally doesn't eat salad in real life, so...
Much to the dismay of my liver.
Ooh, I picked to put you in my party at a good time, because now I get to go to Costa del Sol for free.
You only had to fight 2 of those motherfuckers. They were all casting Mighty Guard over and over again. They didn't hit me, they were just not wanting to die horribly.
Maybe I should have kept 1,000 needles on my thing then.
Why don't you have 1,000 needles on your thing?
Because it kind of falls off in terms of damage when you get up to level 50 with Blue Mage. You start using Swift Cast Final Sting a little bit more. What did you do, fall off
Brand,
here?
how the fuck did you teleport here?
He probably rode the teleport that we had, remember? He's not exactly
From
in our
the
party,
ground.
but... Well...
He teleported from the Earth itself.
About heads of cabbages, Lewinhard, I've found your stolen food stuff. Stuffs, plural. It's a dragon pepper, Nashu. What's... Yeah, there's gotta be, because, I mean, we've narrowed the playing field, but... What do you mean they changed color? Oh, don't tell me. What'd they do, ripen or something? I don't know, I didn't see any more crates. You're incriminating yourself there, Lewinhart. Ah, perhaps. Like a face mask, say? Somebody arrest that man!
Actually, I haven't been boating in quite some time. And a cutter helped out with that.
Oh my god. Okay, you go in your flying boat. I'll go in my car.
I wonder if there's... Oh, I can swim in this area. Nice.
Hi, Cole!
Get your ass back here! You got a parking ticket!
Oh, did you guys get him, or is this the actual Lewinhart? He's gonna employ sleight of hand again, the thief is, isn't he?
I activate my trap card.
Pretty much. Maybe he plays Astrologian on the side.
Little bastard.
Can you imagine if Astrologian got trap cards in the next expansion? Just instead of just... Oh my god. Instead of just buffs, they get debuffs too. Yeah, but what if this is the real Lewinhart? I'm telling you. Yeah, but what if there is no mask? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Let me just step back a minute. Hi there. Are you all right? I'm still not convinced of whether or not this is the real Lewinhart. We're all like, I think you should know pretty well. I'm still telling you, this is the real Lewenhart. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he changed his disguise. Okay. Okay, well, that's good. If you drove a kitchen knife into his hand, then that means that he'll have a hand wound that we'll have to look for. That gives us something to grasp onto. So...
You know, I get this distinct feeling the Phantom Thief is actually just somebody from the story that we've completely forgotten about and is completely obvious.
It's gonna be like Edda or something. Probably Briardian, so... Oh, great. Yeah, like, I'm gonna remember who had gloves on and who didn't. Okay, well, that's fair.
Oh, shit.
How are they alive again? Oh, okay, so the thief is associated with the Mandragora family.
Oh my god, they're adorable.
Don't let their looks fool you. Those things are almost as bad as the Mughals.
I like to imagine that under those, like, weird collars they have, there's just, like, 1,000 teeth.
Mm-hmm. With the rogue tomato, you wouldn't be surprised. There is teeth.
I love how they nod. Burp, burp.
Oh boy. Well, that's gross. What if he's a Mandragora under the mask? Oh, God. You shouldn't just leave your skin lying around, man. That's gross. What do you think you are? The frickin' battle drakes from the Amalja camp?
I wonder.
Where are we going? Wineport? Ah, we are going to Wineport. Allow me, sir.
Aw, that would have been a cool detail.
What, the mask?
Walk over here after the cutscene and the mask is still there.
Yeah, it would have been cool. Too bad. Torn to the thing. Okay. Wait, is this the Arabella, the one that is getting married? Are we sure? I was expecting a Lalafell with blue hair.
It's never a fucking Lalafell. According to this game, all Lalafells are evil.
But her father's a Lalafell. Maybe she's adopted. Never mind.
I mean, Robon has a Lalafell son. It's only because people thought he was racist against Lalafell, though.
No, he has a Lalafell son because he adopted Lalafell.
Exactly.
I mean, it could be that people thought he was racist against them, but... potentially. That's what we're hoping. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's an arranged marriage, so...
Of course it's fucking arranged.
Well, then, if you don't like it, then take it off. Well, that's not for... I mean, you're the future of the family trait, so you decide what's best for it. Yeah, you'd have to be. Okay, so she was adopted from the Pearl Lane. Okay.
Every time we do a new quest involving Ul'dah, it's like we find a new fucking problem with that entire city-state.
Yeah, the idea of getting married to somebody who you don't even like just because it would further benefit your parents, I might get in trouble for saying it, but it doesn't really sit well with me. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. We probably shouldn't have left Briardian by himself at Costa del Sol.
I swear to fucking God, if this chick falls in love with Hildebrand by the end of this quest, I'm gonna scream.
Okay, so back to Costa del Sol then, Hildebrand. Okay.
Take me teleport off. Since we're just kinda going back and forth at this point.
Okay.
One of these days, something. I'll sell some of that nice dye, and I'll have money! Money!
I mean, that's what these quest lines mostly are, Hildebrand, is a source of entertainment, so... Alright, you just hang out here there, Arabella. We'll take care of things. Alright, off to Costa we go, and let's see how this all plays out. And then we'll move on to the next set. Where am I? Oh, right here. Okay. Because this is the final quest in this part of the Hildebrand quests, because it's A Case of Indecency, which is the name of the episode of Hildebrand's adventures, so... Well, yeah, it's gotta be. Right, so what's the plan then? Okay, so I'm calling it. Briardian is the thief because he's actually giving Hildebrand responsibility right now, which is completely unheard of. My God.
It's gonna be someone fucking ridiculous. Or the most obvious fucking culprit, and none of us thought about it because it's too damn obvious.
Yeah, so what do you propose then, Briardian, who's probably not Briardian? Oh, okay. Well, at least I'm not the one that has to wear the shepherd's garb this time. I don't know how she'll feel about wearing them. I suppose it depends on her upbringing, but... we shall see. Sir, I require a change of or ma'am, I require a change of clothing. I much prefer what I'm wearing too, but... okay, thank you. I just need them for a small, favor, basically. No, it's not what you're thinking. Get your head out of the gutter, you perverts. Miss Arabella, I have a change of clothes for you. You're not gonna like it, but it might help conceal your identity a little bit. Well, it's probably the easiest way to keep you safe. Yeah, again, I'm calling it that Briardian is the... we left him alone by himself while we ran off to the wine port. He's giving Hildebrand responsibility. That's enough for me to be like, press X to doubt, so... I do agree, though, that we need to keep Miss Arabella safe from harm, so... I think I see where this is going to go, but I'm going to hold my tongue.
I also think I see where this is going to go. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
You look like a regular, veritable pugilist at this point. I would imagine he's going to try it on himself, Briardian, or give it to Nashu, but either way. We're going to find out in a moment.
This is going to be good. I feel shenanigans coming, Jimmy.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to happen. The trouble is that we couldn't completely conceal her blue hair, so now anybody who knows, oh, she's got really vibrant blue hair, is just going to be like, well, oh, hi, that's a big buffalo. Just randomly spawned. They're either doing a leave or some sort of class quest thing. Up there, okay. Okay, Hildebrand, I have something that might help you with your plan, quote-unquote, but... yeah, how about this? This could be a suitable distraction. Yeah, let's go enjoy the show. I hope you brought popcorn. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Durstwites, when this is all over,
no.
I'm gonna need the tallest mug of the strongest thing you've got. As long as it's water. Oh boy. Well, you gotta have sharp eye, Briardian. I was hoping that was what the glasses were for.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is it time for the guests of honor? Yeah, I would know. I don't know if they're gonna have peace and prosperity though. This might not end very well for them.
Wait for it.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. He did have one job, and that one job is to distract people.
Which Hildebrand is fucking...
Nashu, I will never understand what you see in this guy. At least he's not afraid to go cross-dressing for people.
He's a fucking inspector. He's used to being an outfit.
Van is open your goddamn eyes. Uh-huh.
That little nose twitch. Jesus Christ, Hildebrand, you could have at least dyed your hair blue.
This is embarrassing.
This is insanity.
Again, Gegurushu's never gonna let me back after this. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of Costa del Sol.
But they don't know you were involved with this.
I'm sure Gegurushu has enough security guards here. I'm sure he knows I'm involved somehow. Yeah, but where did we stash the maiden? I don't think that's true.
The actual fucking thief's about to come out the cut in like 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Alright, where are the Mandragores to mess this all up for everyone?
And she's narcoleptic again. I feel that on an emotional level, Rory.
Okay, well, let's listen to Hildebrand's deduction process here. Actually, coming from somebody who's supposed to be a bumbling idiot, that's pretty sound logic. Okay, well, that's also true. Maybe we should have had Ellie be the one who was in disguise. Considering
there's
people...
a much better deduction in all of this than that. Vaughn's the only person at this f***ing party that isn't the other inspector that's wearing gloves.
Well, that's fair enough. Gloves. Did he have gloves the first time we met with Vannis? I don't recall. Maybe I flew through the cutscene a little too quickly.
I don't understand why the hell you would wear gloves to a wedding ceremony.
Because he's actually the thief, that's why.
Of course he is. Oh, hi, Dio.
Oh my god. I had a feeling it wasn't Arabella that he was after. Someone's gonna get arrested today. And, well... Oh god, here we go. Oh, stop standing around like you're crazy. Just stab them already. Somebody's got to have a knife amongst all of you. Oh my god. You're gonna scare them all away, is what? Yeah, oh, that's great.
Oh my god, that's great. That was beautiful. It sounded exactly like I thought they would. Just intense reeing.
Man, he's good.
This is the best ninja I've ever seen. Maybe I should go get Yugiri.
Well, at least Arabella's not harmed. Was a little taken aback by the fact that there was suddenly voice acting. I mean, it was just a laugh, but whatever. Of course he was. Yeah, I would imagine, yeah. Well, I'm glad you learned the lesson from all of our bumbling at the very least, because sometimes it's a hard lesson to learn, so...
Stop with the Gmod faces.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need your suit back now. Maybe that was what he was looking for? Ah, yes, there we go.
That son of a bitch nabbed a piece of treasure that's connected to my god. Man, now I really need to Deus Volt his ass.
Oh god, there they go.
They're ready for it this time.
Mm-hmm. What am I gonna do with these guys? What? Not again. Who's it gonna hit this time? Oh my god! Poor Mandragora! he just got hit with Joker's final smash from Smash Ultimate.
Well, upside we don't need to mince the onions anymore, Jimmy.
Oh my god. He didn't even get a chance to quiver in fear. Oh, he got hit with one too. Oh my god.
I'm sad that they make the slashing sound like before that instead of just a cartoonish pop.
The victor's spoils, huh? Not more riddles! I did my riddles for this whole game already with the
Briardian has an idea.
greatest story never told. He was never intending to assassinate anyone, Briardian. Just a thought. That was from Nashu's fanfiction. Who are you talking to? Lakichu doesn't get paid enough for this, Briardian. He's not recording this so that the thief can see it. You don't need to play it off, Hildebrand. He already believes that. Still don't know who that is, but I suppose we might find out eventually. But not before we get involved with more hoopla, I'm sure. Well, again, at least Arabella's okay. She'll figure out the way she wants to live her life now, so that's good.
Minigame.
A case of indecency. Case closed. It's somewhat. There's still, the fact that we didn't catch somebody, but... We have a mini game now, okay. So now my toy chest and my inn will actually do something. Entertain yourself as many a Manderville man has before. Why would I want to... That makes it sound so lewd and dirty. What the hell? In the privacy of my own home, too. Gentleman Hero Hildebrand. To the victor goes a priceless treasure. While the smile of a champion holds secrets untold. Oh good, Godbert and Gilgamesh are back. Are 8 legs better than 2? Can a Manderville man triumph over terrors and win the day? Hildebrand will return in the Colosseum Conundrum. Which we're going to go do right now. At the very least, we're going to start it. Depends on how long it takes.
That's fucking wonderful.
Is that a hint, Nashu? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? There's the goblin.
Godbert's still the best character.
I love you, Godbert. I think Enkidu was going to go try to chomp on that thing. Okay, so we have a toy chest now, and it contains mini games. I don't know if we'll check that out on screen, but we'll figure something out. Let's see what Ellie has to say about the brazen adventures of our intrepid inspector.
Oh, it's a Colosseum arc. I'm perfect for this.
Oh, good, Cole. You're on the right class for it. Actually, so am I. I was already in the Mass Carnival, so... So what do you think, Ellie, of the victor's spoils? Of course it's the Mithril Cup, because you're reporting for the Mithril Eye. I'm surprised you guys don't have a stake in this somehow. Right. I know something of the concern, yes. He must be the other Lalafell that we didn't know about that was on the Syndicate.
We're finding out so much about Ul'dah in this fucking quest line.
Oh, he is a martial arts enthusiast. I'm gonna have to go see what he knows about it then.
He's a martial arts enthusiast, also known as probably better than even you at punching people.
We're gonna have to see about that one.
It would be funny though to see a Lalafell that's just like a master of combat.
You didn't do the Pupilist Guild. There were a couple of Lalafells in there who were pretty damn good.
And when you're that small and that light, all you need is a bit of muscle and you can fling yourself like 20 feet in the air.
Well, you don't even need muscle. There's this interesting thing about the way that boxing works, where there's 3 types of boxers. Now, I'm gonna butcher the hell out of all of this, but there's like a powerhouse boxer. There's this boxer that does like light hits to try to get in and exploit people's weaknesses, and then there's one who he has enough reach where he can duck out of the way of other people's hits, and then he can hit them back. And it's very interesting because you can. Like Lalafells would probably work, not necessarily that they don't have a lot of reach themselves, but they can duck away from people because they're so short. So you have to kind of like punch in a direction you don't normally, which is right down towards where someone's knees would be. You don't punch someone in the knees.
As funny as that would be.
So Lalafels would probably have a distinct advantage being pugilists, so... Anyway, let's check in with this Ganelon guy. What is that? You know what? I was going to say, what does that even mean? But I don't think I want to know. What kind of strange things? Strange things like these guys dressed in subligai? Or subligars?
Why do all gladiators refuse to wear pants?
It lets them stay limber?
All they have to do is wear battle skirts.
Yeah, but if they're competing for the cup together, how are they all going to protect their private parts if there's only one cup? That one flew over your head, didn't it?
I didn't even hear you.
Damn it. I said, how are they going to protect their private parts if there's only one cup? he took his microphone off the stand and made a whipping motion at me. Oh, so you guys are down a fighter. That's not good. I don't need to know what you're swearing on your subligar. Here's number 4, I would think. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, but your mantra wouldn't matter. The only thing your mantra works for is if you get healed, and the only time you... Well, I guess if they were using Second Wind, mantra might help. I mean, Bloodbath is nice and all, but a 10% increase to Bloodbath is not going to really do you too much good. I get the feeling this conversation is not about mantras. Oh my god. Are they going to go back to the Honeybee Inn after they're done in Segoli? The Mantravilles. Oh no.
Old Oz Coliseum. It's good to be home.
Yeah, you were in the Gladiators Guild, so this is where you started, right?
Yep. Oh, the twisted irony.
Well, not started, but this is where you started your adventures with Gladiator and Paladin, so...
Yep. It's funny like that. The fucking Paladins Guild is literally upstairs from the Coliseum.
Hmm. Oh, great. There's going to be a battle royale. Oh, okay. So we just need to go check in with
Jesus Christ, look at the size of
Yuyubaya
this
and
lad.
Dower Meadow. Okay, sure. Wonder if Dower Meadow has any relations to Wastetrack from my own Coliseum adventures. Wonder if the Mass Carnival takes place in the same Coliseum as the Gladiators Guild's Coliseum. I guess we're going to find out in a moment. So if I wanted to be a gladiator, I could go in there, but, well, I'm not really concerned with that right now. Because we will not be playing Gladiator on screen, so if I decide to take it, it'll be an off-screen adventure. You're going to let that smut of a newspaper in? Okay, whatever you say, Yuyubaya. I mean, I guess they used their connection, so I can't be that harsh on them.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, that was beautiful. You'll get to that part in a minute.
Hmm.
I'm gonna wait for you to get to that part.
That is a dapper gentleman.
Look at the size of that lad.
Wonder where he lost that eye. I think I can figure. The challenge from the... Why is the Phantom Thief here? What could he possibly want from here? Well, the victor spoils, but, you know. Okay, let's not talk about subligars again. Are there friends of ours I use that word very loosely. Oh my god. Why is his head sizzling this time?
Fist of fire, homie.
I guess that's true. You were thinking, it annoyed me.
That was it. Oh, it's lovely.
The Warden's Grace. Well, that doesn't sound like the Victor's Spoils. I mean, it is the Victor's Spoils in a literal sense, but... Oh, okay. I don't know, Briardian. That seems like a bit of an ask. He's got a point. Okay. To the victor goes the spoils, then. I'm all for a little scrap.
Oh, no.
Wait. Slimy bug? Oh, my God. Are you... I thought you were participating in the mass carnival. What the hell are you doing as the receptionist? Yes, Nashu, he's
Nashu.
purple. If that's the only thing you picked from the fact that he's a talking octopus.
What the fuck is Ultras doing working as a receptionist?
He's got to pay the bills to nurse the wounds that Terra and the gang gave him, apparently.
You're right.
They were gonna seal him in the desert with a bunch of other monsters, the Thaumaturge's Guild, according to what Dour Meadow just said. But then he pleaded for his life, and so they gave him a job.
Oh no.
Okay, slow down, Ultros. She's gonna beat your ass. She didn't even have green hair, dude. Why are you getting so flustered? Just throw some fireballs at him, Avila. He'll be fine.
Well, they certainly nailed Ultros' character in this game.
Well, actually, that's what the thief wants to get, but...
What's up?
I thought you wanted to get the pummeling Ultros. Everyone looks at me when this stuff happens, don't they? I guess.
I'm the champion of this fucking Coliseum! How do you not recognize me? I've only won it.
Yeah, that would be me. Yep.
3, 4.
Your resident pet rock salesman. And also, you know, the Warrior of Light. Oh, God. So, do we just follow Ultros then, or? Yeah, how curious would it be, Ellie? I wouldn't be shocked. Well, she's a strong, independent woman that don't need no man, Briardian. What do you think? That's why she's so confident. I don't think that's what he was talking about, Hildebrand. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Okay, will do.
You'd think they would recognize the Warrior of Light and the champion of this Coliseum faster.
Well, Dour Meadow might not have met you. That's all.
I've only won it like, what, 1, 2, 16, 24, 30 times?
Carry the 6.
Carry the 6. 150.
Oh, boy.
Maybe asking yourself, how the hell have you won a tournament 150 times? Well, the answer to that's simple.
Holly hard mode.
Precisely.
Okay, let's avail ourselves of any new information Ganelon might have found.
They said they wanted to test out the new blood. They said I was new blood, so I made a point.
I mean, sometimes I've been told I'm out of my mind. Usually works out for me, though. Oh, don't worry, I have Mighty Guard. I don't have it equipped, but I have Mighty Guard. So I can protect myself. Meanwhile, Cole comes flying past me. Oh, okay. Raging Rat, huh? Oh, and he's in my old haunt. All right, let's go back to the Pugilist Guild then and see what.
Okay, this is your line of work, Jimmy. You're gonna have to guide me around in there.
What, in the Pugilist Guild?
Yeah, I fought a great many pugilists in my day, but unfortunately, I've never gotten the chance of knowing one, with the exception of you.
Let's have a chat with Raging Rat then and see what he has to say about getting beat up.
What a name, Raging Rat.
Sometimes the Rogadin have some pretty interesting names. Well, I'm here to hear the whole story, actually, so... How do you figure? Does Tempest Blade ring a bell, Cole? Does that sound like a skill you can get or have?
It rings a bell.
Ah, so she's from Alamigo, okay. Well, it's probably a technique that she developed in Alamigo, then.
Considering the fact that we're going to be liberating Alamigo from the Empire in a few months, I'd say that's a pretty nasty low blows there, sir.
Well, if Avila decides that she's not, you know, just the thief in disguise, we can always recruit her for our resistance campaign. An accomplice like the thief? You never know. She could be a Mystic Knight in disguise.
I mean, all paladins are Mystic Knights in disguise.
True.
Have you seen me grow wings? Oh, wait,
I'm just waiting for you to get Spellblade skills.
I mean, I'm going to be getting magic if I ever decide to go off and do Stormblood story.
Holy Spirit!
Requiem cast.
I don't know if it's as good in PvE as it is in PvP, though.
I know, but it's also a ranged attack. That is stupid high potency. It's a matter of being able to use other rotations and do magic damage instead of physical damage.
Right. So, is our next course of action to go to Little Alamigo then, or? Oh my God, Hildebrand. Yeah, I don't know why they've got a hard-on for that octopus, but
It's Ultros.
Okay, so we got to go see Ultros again.
He lays a finger on me. We're having calamari tonight. Wait, calamari's squid, right? Is there a special name for octopus?
It's probably very similar, if not the same thing. Just octopus calamari instead of squid calamari. Discount calamari.
It's okay. Fry him. No, you got Fist of Fire, actually, Jimmy. Can you, like, heat up the oil and then just yeet it on him?
I mean, probably.
I gotta get breading first, though.
Where are you gonna get the breading from? I haven't gotten you any papados. Yet. Okay, let's go back and speak to Hildebrand at the Coliseum here. And then we'll see what it's going to take to enter into the contest.
Fucking Ultros. You know, I just realized something about Ultros' design that I've never actually noticed before.
What?
He's the top half of a skull on top of 8 tentacles. Like a demon skull.
Yeah.
Look at the shape of his head.
I will in a moment, once we take a look at him. Yep. Yeah, he's a demonic octopus.
And what always was weird about Ultros is the fact that he doesn't have a lower half to his mouth. He just has teeth. Oh, it's giving us the notification about maintenance, Jimmy.
He's a pervert, Hildebrand. What do you think he's planning?
I feel like Hildebrand's gonna realize he's a womanizing asshole at the end of this quest and want him fried.
I don't know if Hildebrand will, but...
Hildebrand's not a womanizing asshole. He's just a gentleman that's also a klutz. And possibly the funniest character in this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where do you see shoulders on that writhing mass of tentacles? Surprised he doesn't leave a trail in his wake. Ellie, I got a question for you. Why are you still here with Hildebrand? I mean, I know that you're trying to get a scoop for the Mithril Eye, but I thought you didn't like the man. Well, anyway, let's go see if Nashu and...
I agree, Nashu. Let's do
Hildebrand
that.
are
That
caught.
sounds delicious, actually.
Oh, okay, there he is, off in the distance there.
But when he moves, he makes it sound like he's leaving a trail.
That's what I mean. I'm surprised there isn't a trail. He's plotting the same thing he plots with everyone. Oh my god. I mean, you do have bombs, Nashu. They're fire elemental, if anything, for my Blue Mage quest says anything about it. So you can always cook them up.
Hildebrand, that is not at all how you describe Ultros.
I'm all for Nashu's plan. Let's fry this guy up and be done with it.
If I was a level 50 culinarian, I might.
He does like them, Ellie. That's
You know what
the
I would
point.
like more? Him doused in hot oil, fried up with a nice beer batter.
I think Ultros would take umbrage to that.
Squids. I mean, octopi's tentacles can grow back. Just eat them all off.
Yeah, but
It's like getting a haircut.
Yeah, but he wouldn't like that very much. And do you know what happens to people that Ultros doesn't like? He sicks Typhon on them. Nashu's still thinking about food over here. Maybe that's what she dreams about when she goes narcoleptic. And if it isn't, it's going to be. Probably not. That's probably why we're gonna fight him by the end of this whole thing.
With Typhon, more than likely.
Right.
Because Typhon's his fucking boy.
That's literally exactly what Ellie just said, but okay. Then I guess that's off we go. Are you sure, Ultros? I think you're plotting something behind all those tentacles.
Ultros is always fucking plotting something.
I'm pretty sure no other octopus on the planet wants any of those things, Ultros. That's gross.
I mean, everything wants untold millions. I want untold millions.
Yeah, but animals can't understand the concept of money.
But Ultros isn't an animal, he's a demon.
Fair.
How the hell do I have to teleport all the fucking way out here?
Fair enough. I don't know, where'd you teleport to?
Fucking all the way out towards the, what the hell was it? Coffer and Coffin. Hildebrand, what the fuck are you planning?
Godbert. Probably.
Godbert's just gonna come flying out like an absolute goddamn unit.
Yep.
Godbert's still the best character.
Yeah, we're looking for a villa there, Dower Meadow. Oh, okay. I wouldn't be shocked. It's okay, Dower Meadow. I can handle myself. Well, then we won't ask her questions of a personal nature. If I have to, I'll spar with her and I'll learn everything I need to know. Yeah, that's the idea. Sure you will, Hildebrand. Sure you will. Thank you for the info, Dower Meadow. I am out to... Which gate am I going to? Gate of Nald, I think. Should lead me to my destination. It figures. We were just out in the desert in the middle of the night in the car not that long ago, and here we are again. I think Central Thanolin is one of the only ones that I don't have a riding map for, though. It's like, I think I pretty much bought them from top to bottom, so Thanalin kind of got the shaft in that regard. I have the one for Morgana, though, because I figured we'd be back there a lot, but, well, considering we're done with the story for now, we won't be back to Morgana all that much for a little while yet. Okay, Hildebrand, what's the plan with this Avila character? I'm starting to feel like a pervert or a stalker looking over everyone's shoulder like this from distance.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh boy, I gotta watch your reaction to this.
I don't know, she seems like a pretty honest person. I feel like this would be more threatening if we did this during the patch content between Realm Reborn and Heavensward, when the little Alamegans were supposedly threatening to rise up in the streets of Ul'dah and take it by force.
You'd think they would have just straight up rised up. That would have been a hell of an arc.
Well, they almost did, but they were paid to do so by the Syndicate members, if you remember. Teleji, I think, paid them to stir that up.
What would have made that arc interesting, and what would have really brought the whole thing together, I think, instead of going off and saving Roban and just randomly finding the Sultana and then what's his fuck being behind the whole thing, is if the Almegans actually started rising up and Ul'dah was in chaos and the Syndicate was in chaos and we needed to bring the Sultan back or find some way to get them under control, and through all that we uncover Roban's location, the fact that the Sultana was alive. Instead of, just letting things go back to the status quo in Ul'dah, which is pretty much what we did.
Yeah, things did pretty much go back to normal.
Also, speaking of funny scenes, here's one.
I mean, I'm not trying to steal her out from under you there, Ultros. If anything, she's going to stick a sword in you before she does anything else.
Wait for it.
Homemade explosive? Oh, God. Gonna drive Nashu to shame here. She's going to want to enter the tournament just to kick your ass for making an explosive. She's like, that's my game!
Bombardier class, except it's somehow both DPS and healing.
How would you
lob a grenade at your allies to create an AoE heal?
Oh, okay. It's a friendly bomb. It's a present from Delibird and Pokemon. I'm not so convinced Ultros will give a lesson about it. He's still gonna open it, Ultros, but
wait for it.
Oh, I think I know what's happening.
Whoa!
Maybe not, because there was an explosion. Well, okay then.
Calamari, anyone?
I'm still confused about what just happened, but...
It's implied that Hildebrand threw the fucking bomb at Ultros without realizing Ultros was there.
Oh... I must have missed that. Well,
that's why Ultros went, you've got to be kidding me!
Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Yup.
Yeah, I must have missed the part where Hildebrand said he was going to shove it off the road or something.
But I think that's what he meant by heave-ho.
Oh, I read that as Ultros saying that. That's why I'm confused. Okay. Anyway.
Ultros somehow has worse luck than Hildebrand. I didn't think it was possible for anybody to have worse luck than Hildebrand.
Let's see what Avila's getting up to at the Nanawa Mines, seeing her sister.
I hate how these fucking mines are named after such a wonderful character. It actually infuriates me.
Well, it's not named after the Sultana, if that's what you're saying, because she's Nanamo.
Fair.
I would think you would pour all of that money into the Alamegan war effort, but okay. That's fine. I feel... See, I was like, you know, they seem like honest people, but now they're talking about using it for personal gain, and I'm like, okay, maybe I don't like them as much as I thought. Now, see, I agree with that part. That seems a little more humble. Well, there is a prying reporter overhearing you, so... Ultros is stalking us now.
You want me to go
goes.
off and yeah, I'll take care of that.
What did you just hear, Nashu? Besides Cole making a laugh. Oh my God, he's got a bump on his head.
That's what I was laughing at.
What? Did you make a pitfall trap?
No.
Oh,
You idiot.
great.
Investigating this hole in the ground.
Well, you are pretty good at investigating holes in the ground, Hildebrand, if I do say so myself. Yeah, let's get back there before we lose by forfeit. That would not be good. No, Ultros, he's just a bumbling idiot.
It's right around.
Oh, God. What kind of big guns? Ah, jeez.
Wait for it.
That must have been a big hole he dug. Jesus Christ.
Wait for it.
What?
Oh, I must have already. Did you hear the thud already?
I did hear the thud already, yes.
That's what I was saying. Wait for it about.
Okay, let's away back to old, Need a ride, friend?
Sure, why not?
Give
take
Aggro
ride
a
in your
chance.
fucking
Give Aggro a
luxury
chance
car.
to rest his legs there.
The Hammerhead music is wonderful, especially driving around in the desert.
It just makes sense. Unfortunately, we have to take the slow ride because I didn't get a riding map for this area yet, but whatever.
I love how you're like, yet.
Yet. I can get it, though. I have the amount of allied seals that we actually need to get it, so...
I love how when you jump in this thing, it's just like rockets on the bottom.
I was saying that as the hydraulics, but it could be the rockets.
Fucking hydraulics.
If there's one thing I know, I should attach rockets to everything.
Damn it. I hope they do something with that in Shadowbringers. What I mentioned earlier about the status quo never really changing in Ul'dah, and how we really, the only thing we accomplished with that whole End of a Realm Reborn's plotline is bring the status quo back and keeping the corrupt people in power. You passed him, by the way, Jimmy.
I did, yep. I just realized.
Because, like, all that crazy shit happened at the end of the patch content, and it was just like, oh, we're just going to resolve this in the most simple way possible rather than going and diving into complexities.
Well, considering Stormblood is partially the Alamigo chapter of the story, that we might get a little more closure on the Alamegans part of that, so... Yeah, what's the deal there, Hildebrand? You're looking in the wrong direction there, buddy. He's over there.
He's got 2 bumps now.
Oh my god. Oh boy, here we go. Or not. If you're talking about Typhon there, Ultros, he might be on a bit of a coffee break. I sort of kicked his ass in the Coliseum not that long ago. Oh boy. That
God
might...
damn it, Godbert.
Yeah, that might explain it. What was he fighting, and where did he find it in Central Thanalin? It looked like another core Chimera.
I love how he just flings it over
Yeah,
the
it was a
mountains.
Chimera. What the hell? Better watch, Ultros. He might fling you over the horizon, too.
Oh my god, it's like every time Godbert shows up.
Mm-hmm. Godbert, good to see you again. Are you sure you should be... Well, I was going to say, you should be out here like that. You're probably going to get sunburnt, but no, you probably massaged yourself with 7 ounces of salamander oil before coming out here. Actually, I should say 7 tons, because that's about as much as I had to massage into your skin back at Camp Bronze Lake. Oh yeah, he's actually going to try and make a name for himself in, well, that.
Oh shit. It's going down, Jimmy.
Well, that would be Hildebrand. I'm surprised you haven't heard of him, Ultros. Did you just get here, or... Wait. Oh, okay. I was going to say no fucking way, but yep, okay. Gilgamesh is back. Great. Gilgamesh and Ultros are going to team up now.
So now we have to fight Gilgamesh, Ultros, and Typhon.
Oh boy.
Who's next? Cachuliot?
Oh, don't even invite that. He called him Gulliver. Oh, that's funny. No, Gilgamesh. Nobody has heard your epic, so no one in this realm can remember your name. It's funny that he called you Gulliver, though, because that's basically what that book was. With a much less lewd and demon-slaying modern version of the Epic of Gilgamesh. Tonight I dine on seafood soup. That's because of him, most likely, Gilgamesh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know, Gilgamesh. The last time you, didn't exactly, put up that much of a fight. Oh boy. Where was your friend, anyway? Fancy throwing something else over the horizon, Godbert? Oh, apparently not. Uh-oh. You better watch yourself, Ultros. You're about to have a bad day. He's like, oh no, not again.
Oh no.
Oh, you fucked up, Ultros.
Oh god, here we go again.
It doesn't matter where you run. It doesn't matter where you hide. Godbert Manderville will catch you, and then he's gonna fuck you up. Oh no.
Oh my god. Godbert's the best freaking thing about this questline.
It's funny though too because they nailed it right on the head because he hates Sabin from Final Fantasy VI because he's a musclehead. So he'll attack Sabin like indiscriminately in some of the fights that he's in where Ultros is fighting him, and he'll say, "Muscleheads hate him." So they could have pegged it better.
How many more times we're gonna have to witness the beauty that is Godbert running after people.
Well, it depends on how much he's in these. I mean, I know he's here in the tournament arc, but I'm not sure if he's in the 2.5 quests that much because
if we have to fight him, we're doomed.
We are. Unless he just says, you know, I'm going to lay down for you.
Mans is going to flex at us and we're just going to disintegrate.
Pretty much. Excuse me. Cole's getting ahead of me because he's sprinting.
What the hell?
And now I'm ahead of him. Wait, what? No! Okay, Hildebrand, so we're back for the tournament. Well, you're that scared of your father? Yeah, I mean, the worst comes to worst, we'll just figure out what's going on when we go into the fights, so... So what secrets are Ultros, Typhon, and Gilgamesh hiding in the tournament arc? Will we find out what Miss Avila's true plans are once she's taken the victor's spoils? What about Briardian and the Phantom Thief? And what other crazy shenanigans will Hildebrand get into as we go along here? Find out on the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV, the Stream Edition, which will be happening tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I'll see all of you on the next one when we go to a tournament arc. I didn't think this was going to happen because I wasn't doing the Paladin quest, but there you go. So, until tomorrow, everybody, take care and have a good night.
Peace.